Yeah, today we welcome everyone here to our Bioethics channel, the online platform of the African Center for Bioethics Training and Research. So now this platform is a forum where we reflect on bioethical issues and challenges that affect humanity and the entire ecosystem, so to speak. So today I welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, fellow scholars, and eminent professors here present. We gather today to reflect on some ethical issues at the intersection of bioethics, technology, and humanity. As we navigate the complexities of our global demography, we are compelled to confront the intricate web of relationships between human dignity, autonomy, and the natural world. Bioethics is a highly relevant and dynamic field that addresses the ethical and moral implications of advances in medicine, technology, and the life sciences. When we carefully examine the topics for our discussion today, from bioethics and the challenge of relevance to global demographic collapse, which is one of humanity's existential problems, to informed consent, that's the issue of informed consent, artificial intelligence, and the need for biodiversity conservation. It is obvious that humanity needs wisdom to use its knowledge, as V.R. Potter suggested in 1971. In other words, humanity is desperately in need of wisdom to manage its knowledge. Because when the knowledge you have surpasses the wisdom to manage it, there's possibility of it running into dangerous knowledge. So V.R. Potter suggested in 1971 that humanity is in need of a wisdom to manage the knowledge. That is what bioethics is doing. That is what I call a branch-child of philosophy. That wisdom, philosophy being love for wisdom, is that philosophical wisdom, is that which guides us to navigate the turbulent arena of biotechnological advancement. So as a preliminary, the quest for an ethical justification for assisted reproduction and infertility, the quest for ethical foundation for the discourse on assisted reproduction is a pressing concern. So as we grapple with the moral implication of emerging reproductive technologies, we must prioritize the principle of respect for autonomy. Informed consent is the cornerstone of this principle, ensuring that individuals have the capacity, autonomy, and knowledge to make decisions about their bodies and reproductive choices. However, as we celebrate the advancement in assisted reproduction, surrogacy, IVF, and all those cryopreservation and the recent revolutions in reproductive technologies, we are reminded of the existential questions posed by artificial intelligence. In this connection, the intelligence of AI propels us toward an unprecedented future where humanity's place is being redefined. We must engage in a robust discussion about the ethics of AI development, ensuring that these technologies align with human values and promote a future where humans and AI coexist harmoniously. Yet, as we gaze towards the horizon of technological innovation, we are confronted with the stark reality of biodiversity. The problem of biodiversity loss also stares us in the face. The natural world, which has given rise to the complexities of human existence, is under siege. We must acknowledge the intrinsic value of non-human life and the ecosystem that sustain us. Mitigating biodiversity loss demands a collective effort driven by a moral imperative to preserve the integrity of our planet. So look at the relevance of bioethics. Bioethics is relevant in one, guiding medical decisions. Bioethics provides the framework for healthcare professionals, patients, and families to make informed decisions about medical treatment, research, and end-of-life care. Two, addressing emerging technologies. Bioethics explores the ethical implications of emerging technologies, such as gene editing, artificial intelligence, regenerative medicine, reproductive technology, end-of-life care, euthanasia, mercy killing, and then environmental ethics, the need for environmental sustainability. Then protecting human rights and dignity. Bioethics advocates for the protection of human rights, particularly in vulnerable populations, such as children, prisoners, and those with disabilities. Then fostering global health equity. Bioethics promotes global health equity by addressing disparities in access to healthcare, research, and medical resources. We look at the issue of attaining global health coverage by the year 2030. You see that it shows near impossible for African countries to attain this because of rising rate of insecurity. But you cannot talk about global health coverage in a situation of high level insecurity. So informing policies and legislations. Bioethics informs policies and legislations related to healthcare research and biotechnology, showing that laws and regulations are ethically sound. So what are the key areas in bioethics? One, clinical ethics. This addresses ethical issues in patient care, such as informed consent and end-of-life decision making, reproductive technologies, AI in healthcare, and so on. In research ethics, in this area, we examine the ethical conduct of research, including human subject protection and animal welfare. In public health ethics, in this arena, we explore the ethical implications of public health policies programs, such as vaccination, disease surveillance, emerging infectious diseases, vaccination, compulsory vaccination, immunity passports, and all those stuff. The Ebola outbreak or the COVID-19 pandemic is a case in point. Then genetics. In this area, investigate the ethical implications of genetic research, genetic testing, and genetic therapy, pre-plantation genetic diagnosis, or prenatal genetic interventions. Those are under this coverage. In environmental ethics, this investigate the issue of environmental sustainability and human-nature relationship. So by exploring the relevance of bioethics, we can promote an ethical decision-making, encourage health care professionals, policymakers, and individuals to make informed and ethically sound decisions. And we can advance human dignity and well-being by fostering a culture that respects and protects human dignity, particularly in the face of emerging technologies and medical advancements. They can address global health disparities, working towards reducing health inequities and promoting global health justice. For example, when you look at the issue of having 20 people queuing for kidney transplant and you have only 4 kidneys available for transplant, based on what ethical paradigm do you allocate these scarce healthcare resources? So those are some of the things that in this issue of healthcare disparities. And then the developed world and the developing world, where the developing countries, the potent pharmaceutical companies will come to the underdeveloped countries to do clinical testing of drugs. But when these drugs are patented, the poor country cannot even afford the drugs. So why is it that you come here to do the testing, but when you put pricing, it's unfavorable to the people that you use for the clinical testing of these drugs? These are some of the things we address under global health disparities and equity ethics, the research ethics, and the use of human subject in research. The informed consent we talk about, is there enough comprehension? Is it voluntary? Is the consent actually informed or deformed? Is the consent given out of the inducement of any sort? So these are the things we need to look at, examine, and because it's a critical issue in the right to respect for autonomy. Informed consent is the cornerstone of this principle of respect for autonomy. So we have to understand how this can be manipulated. Then in conclusion, our discourse today is not merely about the relevance of bioethics. It is about the future of humanity and the place of humanity within the natural world. So as we navigate the intricate landscape of emerging technologies, the productive choices and environmental sustainability, let us remain committed to the principles of autonomy, dignity, and respect for the interconnectedness of all life. So that is what we come here to reflect on today. We look at the issue of informed consent, the discourse on assisted reproduction, the quest for ethical foundation, then artificial intelligence, look at the intelligence of artificial intelligence, and the place of humanity in an AI-prepared world. So these are some of the things we are going to be reflecting on today and see how all these are connected to ensure human well-being and flourishing, as well as environmental sustainability. Thank you, and then enjoy our interaction. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are here again on the Bioethics Roundtable, the University of Lagos, Nigeria. This is the online platform of the African Center for Bioethics Training and Research, where we deliberate, reflect on bioethical issues and challenges. Today, we are going to look at the part two, the second segment of our discussion on the issue of biodiversity loss. My name is Dr. Pascal Aneke, the anchor today, and by my right is.
This is Liberia. I'm from European
I
languages.
didn't hear you clearly.
Okay, my name is Israel Liberian. I'm from European languages and education studies.
My name is Bola Anuwako. I'm from the Department of Philosophy.
My name is Taiwo Ololade, and I'm from the Department of Philosophy.
And the speaker today, now introduce yourself.
Okay. Reverend Father Benson Peter Irabo, a PhD holder, University of Lagos, Department of Philosophy.
So we looked at the issue of that biodiversity, how the activities of the human activities disrupt ecological balance or the ecological harmony. So today we're going to hear from the perspective of the erudite scholar and the pastor of souls, who also translates his guardianship of the shepherd into guardianship of all creation. Because divine life extends all beings in nature. So let us hear from him about the issue of biodiversity law and the need for biodiversity conservation, which is in accordance with the mind of God. He created everything and saw that they are good. So we are waiting to destroy. Thank you, Padre.
Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to speak on biodiversity loss. I'm going to look at the major factor or factors responsible for biodiversity loss, especially as it pertains to Africa. And of course, one of them is over exploitation of natural resources. We know that in Africa, yes, we have the right to to use the things in the world, the plants, animals, and so on. But for instance, we know in Africa wherein fishermen use chemicals to pour in the sea to get fish and so on. By so doing, they destroy a lot of species, even the ones that are not even mature for for consumption. And that is one of the major factors that we have when it comes to biodiversity loss in Africa, when it pertains to Africa. The second one has to do with the problem that what I will call anthropogenic factor. What does it mean? It means that this theory holds that only man is that has what every other creature, plants and animals are to serve man. Yes, indeed. We know from the Christian perspective that man is created in the image and likeness of God, and so we are more superior than every other creature in the world, whether plant or animal. But that does not give us the room or the right to, destroy things because we feel that every other creature should be of the service at the service of man. But we must be considerate also to know that these things too, other creatures, they have their own relevance to the society. Then the third factor that contributes to the biodiversity is the problem of natural loss, natural enemies. Natural enemy, what do we mean by natural enemy? Parasite and pest and so on. And of course, this contributes to the factor for when it comes to biodiversity loss in Africa. And then we have a problem of natural disasters such as flooding, earthquake, and all of this contribute also to biodiversity loss in Africa. But to address this problem of biodiversity loss, I'm using the work of the current Pope Francis. In his encyclical in 2015, he wrote an encyclical on Laudato Si that speak of the care of the environment. Yes, that man should not just see himself, oh yes, I'm created in the image and likeness of God, that every other animal, every other creature have no worth. They are only relevant when it comes to the service of man. But man should take care of the environment. Man should not destroy the creation of God. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Padre, for that brief and concise presentation that's well loaded with significance. From what you said, the floor is open for questions. Can we finally talk about environmental conservation or biodiversity conservation, environmental sustainability? And we humans also depend on the environment for daily sustenance, plants and animals as food. So how can we claim to be conserving biodiversity, and at the same time massacring, killing, and eating, as they say in the Bible, kill and eat, and
Yes, we know this is a very trickish question, but I will answer in this way that yes, we are to kill and eat, but at the same time to take care of our environment. It doesn't mean we should not begin to destroy, for example, going to the forest and cutting down the whole trees all in the name of, oh, I want to make firewood, for example, what we can still enhance to ensure that other creatures actually, we enhance in a way that they too will have that peace within the environment. Yes, man should enjoy the creatures of God, man should enjoy the beauty and everything, but it doesn't give room for us to begin to destroy it so much. Even if we want to benefit from them, we should still care for them. At least training, we should still care for them. So that is where I would just
okay, thank you. Another question is this: as a pastor of souls, as a religious person, and we also have our traditional religious practices in the local villages. In all those days, we have some forests that are reserved,
Yes.
and that's a work on agriculture.
Yes.
We have some animals that are reserved, so that they are not from PRC.
Yes.
All those animals that are sacred, you can't kill them. No, but with that advent of Western religion, you see, people, if you saw those certain trees that were called that were like, people claim that these trees are a source of evil for the community. So all those forests are cleared. That's deforestation. Destroying animals that take up their natural habitat. We destroy their natural habitat. We cut down certain trees, kill certain animals in the name of. I think we are killing with this, purging the community of evil, source of evil. So how can you suppose with the religious belief that God created everything and so that they are good? The same religion is also making people to kill sacred animals.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I appreciate this question. I wrote an article that was published at Crawford University, where I mentioned the three C's about the problem of Africa, Western civilization, I put it civilization, colonization, and Christianization. So these three C's have actually caused a lot of problem in Africa. When it comes to Christian, we believe that everything that has to do with tradition should be, just seen, and we shouldn't just, we talk about the forest, for example. So this evil forest, we have to clear it. Sometimes they even the traditional rulers we are talking about, so sometimes they even give those places to the church to say, go and build them, churches and so on. If you look at most of our churches, parishes today, because of the, they just, okay, go, this is an evil forest. And then we are actually destroying the forest, or destroying what should be used to enhance the beauty of creation. So Christianity is not against traditional religion. It's not against it. It's not against what we believe. But sometimes you see some of us, because of not well read or misinterpretation of the scripture, the Bible, they will go the other way around to say, okay, this one is evil forest, this animal, we destroy it, and so on. So, but that is not how it's supposed to be. But the problem still remains of colonization, civilization, and Christianization in Africa when it comes to that.
Okay, then I don't know whether you have something to ask or seek for clarification before we round up this episode.
No, sir. No, no, sir.
You okay with no question? Okay, Father, thank you for this presentation. We'll still put the board for further discussion. We still need to investigate certain things to put forward, and then we'll come out with
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. Thank you.